The woman plopped down into a dirt pit. She begged the male cleaner to bury her. He obediently followed her request. The next moment, criminals Danny and Louis came running up. They asked Chuck if he had seen and who had escaped. Chuck firmly shook his head and said no. The two had no choice but to turn and search elsewhere. Chuck immediately helped and out of the pit. He asked, confused, what was going on, and began to recall. About an hour earlier, Danny had asked her for directions. While the trusting Ann was explaining the route, Louis suddenly rushed over and covered her mouth and nose. They knocked her unconscious and kidnapped her. After explaining everything, and begged Chuck to help her. Kind-hearted Chuck agreed. He told her he had a good plan. 10 minutes later, Chuck tried to leave, pushing a cart. Danny and Louis blocked his way. Chuck explained that the cart was just full of garbage, but the two didn't buy his excuse. Louis yanked back the plastic sheet covering the cart. Ann was indeed hidden inside. And Chuck took off running. Danny and Louis chased right after them. The pair ran up to a police officer and pleaded for help. Just then, Danny and Louis caught up and quickly explained the situation to the officer. The officer immediately drew his gun. Danny and Louis reluctantly raised their hands. Soon, they were arrested and taken away, and turned to Chuck and said, "I can't thank you enough. When I was in trouble, you helped me without a second thought." Chuck replied it was just a small favor. Then pulled out a large amount of cash and offered it to Chuck. He tried to refuse, but under Ann's insistence he finally accepted. Chuck thanked her warmly. He wished Ann happiness, good health, and smooth blessed days ahead.